The power of consistency. Now, today, I wanted to dive into how powerful it is by being consistent in everything that you do in life. Hi, this is Mr. Amen, and this is a Let Them Know Media production. Today is a real serious conversation topic about being consistent. And I think that, a lot of times we don't really rationalize with ourselves how important it is to just be consistent in life. Consistency can be compared to, having some discipline in your life. You know, Doing the things that you do every day really builds up to, the greatness that you are creating in your life. Every day you want to move towards your goals in a way where you can see the progress. Okay, so let's be consistent in everything that we out here doing in our lives. A lot of times when we think to ourselves about success, we always know about what we see in our heads. And as I've said in other videos, we don't really realize the amount of patience, the amount of hard work, the amount of being resilient in all of the stuff that you do to get there means. And it's very vital to everything that you're doing. And consistency is what gets you there. Every day is different. Every month is different. Every year is different. But let's start with how, important every day is. When you wake up, you can wake up and you can have a good day from the moment you wake up. You can wake up and sometimes you're having a bad day. From the moment you step out of the bed, you're hit with a lot of problems. These amount of, situations that occur can push you in either direction. But when you're consistent, it doesn't even matter what is actually going on. You stay with your foot with your feet moving forward. You stay with your thoughts focused and zeroed in on whatever the goal is, and you will get there by any means necessary. When I think about the importance of being consistent, the type of examples that draws to my mind is me finding out how badly I actually want something in life. Because if you don't really want something bad in life, you really won't work hard for it, now will you? Just think about, what that actually is saying. Not only to myself, but what is it saying to you? I would like for you all to just think about that for a second. And think about everything that's going on in your life, even right now as you're listening to this video. Think about, what you could be doing and why you're not doing it. And ask yourself, does that lead to you not being consistent, or is it leading to you being consistent? The name of this video is called The Power of Consistency. And so the description that I want to give you all is very clear. And that would be having some clarification on waking up, doing what you need to do every day, no matter what the day details. If you're married, if your wife or if your husband is getting on your nerves, you go to work and you're having a hard day, your kids need you to come pick them up from an after school program, or they need you to study and help them study with them in order, to get the best results out of the test that they're about to have. No matter what is going on in your life, stay the course, stay consistent, because we know what's the opposite of being consistent, right? And it's lazy. And so a lot of us are being lazy. We don't wake up, we don't take care of ourselves, we don't work out, We don't eat healthy. We keep saying to ourselves, well, I'll wait until tomorrow, or I'll wait until the next day, or I'll wait until the day after that, or I'll wait until the weekend. But what ends up happening when you do that is that you end up creating a cycle of where you're not doing anything at all but making excuses for yourself. So I encourage you to stop making excuses for yourself. I encourage you to get out there and do what you need to do to be able to have the life that you have always dreamed of. And so I want to leave you all with this. You know, I was watching a video not that long ago, and it's talking about AI. So, you know, I have maybe two major thoughts about AI. On one side, I see the greatness and the good that it can do for people when used as a tool, right? You can see the amount of help and assistance that it can give you, right? And I think that that's all well when you use it in the correct way. But we all know that we're not responsible for nobody else but ourselves. And so, on the other foot, I feel that AI is going to usher in the biggest inconsistency that man has ever experienced throughout history. And the reason why I say that is because right now, the way we are using, or should I say the user is using AI right now, we're pretty much abusing it, because the more we use it, the more that we create this push that we needed in our lives. And that's going to tell all of the people that is creating businesses off of us not doing things for ourselves, that they don't need to really worry about, you know, us doing anything for ourselves. And so the big push is allowing AI to do things that people, they don't need people to do anymore. And, you know, the testing and the results and the research that's going into that is saying that, hey, humans, they make a lot of mistakes. Our AI will not make half the amount of mistakes that humans make. And so where I'm going with this is, what I'm saying to you is, go out there and do what you need to do for yourself. Make sure that everything that you do, you are successful in that. Every person on this planet has a skill, a talent that God gave from birth. And so while they're trying to strip people from their jobs, from their careers, you know, because they say they don't really need us no more, let's not need them anymore. Let's create a lane that can't nobody else get in our way. Okay? So, you know, if I'm saying anything, what I am saying to you is, get out there, be consistent, work hard for yourself, right? Create the avenues that you need to create by being consistent. Every day you wake up, you do the things that you love to do. You do the things that drives you to do what you need. And let that be the consistency that you bring into your world. And don't allow anybody else to tell you that you can't do it. Don't let no career-based job, no other person that says that you are not good enough to do what they want you to do or what you want to do for yourself. I need you to remind you that you are all that you need. You are all that you need. And the moment that that sticks back into people's minds, the faster that we can get into doing what's needed every day. And that's being consistent. Okay? That's what I wanted to talk to you all about. And if I'm asking any request, that is, please, like and subscribe, share my content, comment, give me a thumbs up. Please allow other people to tap into this video so they may get all of the other videos that I've been recording, all the other information that I have been giving, and let me be able to inspire the many people that I can inspire to give way to excellence. This is Mr. Amen, and this is a Let Them Know Media production. Peace.